Most engineers think that getting to a senior level means improving their technical knowledge, but that's usually not the case. I've seen countless engineers with a lot of years of experience and technical knowledge not get bumped up to senior, but engineers with way less experience, they do get bumped up to senior. The difference is not skill, it's how they show up for other people. Let's break that down. And if you're a software engineer who wants to grow faster in their career without taking on more work or working their ass off, consider subscribing to this channel where I break down those exact core skills that will help you stand out from most engineers and help you move the needle of your career. With that being said, let's get straight into the video. In today's video, I'll break down three things. Number one, how to communicate confidently so that people buy into your ideas. Number two, how to become someone that people rely on. And number three, how to build trust across teams. So number one, communicate like someone that people trust. A lot of engineers have really good ideas, but they almost always struggle with expressing them effectively and confidently, which results in them just being ignored. So as engineers, a lot of us, we tend to be introverted as well. So we always think that talking well is not natural to us and is only reserved for more extroverted people. And I used to think the same because I fall into the same introverted category. But I put in the time and the effort to learn how to communicate effectively and confidently. And that changed things immensely for me because it changed how I was expressing my ideas, what sort of buy-in I was building because of that, and just how confidently I was portraying myself when talking about a specific thing, which immediately makes a big change in how people perceive you. Because even if you're talking absolute trash, but if you talk about it confidently, people usually tend to buy in, compared to you being 100% sure and 100% certain about something, but talking in an extremely unconfident and uncertain manner where people are just like, does this person know what he's talking about? Senior engineers or even staff principal level engineers, one thing in common is how they communicate, just how confidently, eloquently, and authoritatively they talk. Yes, their technical skills are amazing, but how they go into a meeting, get people on the same line, that is, build alignment among them and get buy-in for their ideas is why people trust and respect them. So if you focus on developing your communication skills, it's only going to help you sell or market your technical skills in a way better manner and basically fast track a lot of your growth and help you be seen as that senior engineer. If you're really interested in how to develop this muscle, check out the video I made on the 30-day plan on how you can do it. And if you want a free guide that breaks down the 30-day plan with some extra tips and tricks, along with my own day 1 and day 30 recordings, as well as a way for you to submit your day 1 recording to me for feedback so I can set you off on the right way to do this plan correctly. So if that interests you, comment 30-day plan in the comments and I'll send the guide to you. Number two, making life easier for others. This is one of the fastest ways to stand out because juniors or even mid-level engineers, they usually just focus on completing their tasks and taking on more tasks. While engineers, they focus on reducing friction for other people and becoming those force multipliers that make life easier for those around them. So this can look like a multitude of different things. It could be writing documentation, which makes trade-offs clear and makes others understand why a particular solution was chosen and why a particular problem was worth solving. Number two, creating those automations or scripts or using AI to develop these things that makes life easier for other engineers and solving pain points that have been prevalent for a while. Number three, summarizing discussions, whether it could be online discussions or Slack discussions where information is just extremely scattered across multiple threads and whatnot, so that people can onboard onto the discussions much easier in the future, explicitly asking questions or calling out trade-offs during meetings to help understand why we are talking about a solution the way we are, or even guiding the discussion in the right way so that people don't waste time just talking about solutions, especially when those solutions might not be giving the ROI that people are expecting. So think about it in this way. Usually a junior or a mid-level engineer just stops after finishing a task and just continues taking on more tasks to apply reliable. But a senior engineer asks themselves, how do I make sure no one struggles with this particular problem again? That, my friend, is going to help you become that person that people rely on because you make life easier for them. Number three, building social capital. This is probably one of the most underrated things that engineers can focus on because as engineers, we are individual contributors. So we usually think We need to sit in our chair, keep our head down, code out stuff, and move on. But your growth still depends on people trusting you and advocating for you. So if you just focus on sitting in your own bubble, doing your own thing, why will people trust you and advocate for you? Sure, you will get assigned more tickets, but is that what you need? No, you want to get bumped up to senior. So how do you make people see you as that senior person? So majority of the engineers, they only ever expand their bubble up to their direct team. Or most of them, they just stick in their own bubble and don't even interact with others that much. But senior people, they focus on building strategic relationships with not just their team, but also engineers from sister teams who they have a chance of working more with or they have worked with more before. Even other members or stakeholders like product managers, quality assurance engineers, sometimes even sales and customer service, depending on how frequently you work with them. So you're not just in the bubble of your direct team, you're expanding it significantly so that when the time comes for promotion, you have a bunch of people advocating for you and talking good about you even when you're not in the room. So why does this even matter apart from people advocating for you? Because if people trust you, you get involved in projects easier. You will get picked for a better project because people think of you first. They trust you and they speak good about you even when you're not in the room. So think about it this way. Let's say there's two engineers. One focuses on just completing tickets and just moving on. The other one also focuses on their ticket, but is someone that people love collaborating with. Who do you feel will get the next best project out there? In your head, you might be thinking, is this playing politics? No, my friend, this is not politics. You might think of this as politics, but this is building relationships, and strong relationships and people thinking good about you will help you succeed. And as introverted people, we might think, but I can't communicate with people. I'm not asking you to talk to everyone every single day. I'm just asking you to be on good terms with all of these people, giving them appreciation for whenever they've helped you, or providing help to them when they need help, things like that. That goes a very long way in building that relationships and building that good social capital, which will in turn do good for you going forward. If you start doing all of these things that we talked about today, the perception that you have with people starts changing immediately. And people just start seeing you differently. Once the perception changes, the opportunities and the growth opportunities just start coming. And if you're extremely intentional about becoming that trusted and respected version of yourself, who can not only communicate confidently and have people buy into their ideas, but also is the one who builds social capital, consider booking a chat with me using the link in the description below. We'll talk about how it is working together and how I can help you achieve all of these different things. And as always, I'm just here to help.